My name is Angelo, the owner of Waterfront Seafood Market. I've been in business for 7 years, and 2 of those years have been with Capify. I went from part-time to full-time to management, supervision, and then I said to myself, look, you're doing all this anyways, why don't you do it for yourself? Then you don't have to answer it to anybody. People come to us instead of a box store because of personal service. It's one-on-one. You never grow bored of it, whether it be people watching me fillet a fish, which some people say is therapy. I don't know why, but it is. As soon as you grab that knife for the first time and you start doing something, you know, you're creating a finished product, cutting a fish or filleting a fish for someone, and just, you know, knowing that the person said thank you, appreciate that. It's just nice to know that at the end of the day, when you've actually sold something to someone and they take it home, it's not about making the money. The money's gonna come. Building up my staff, and it's my character, I think, that they like, and they always like to watch me and see what I'm doing, so it's nice to know, because if I'm not here, I know that the customers are being looked after. It doesn't matter if you're 16 or 26, 36, 46, or 66. If you like your job and you enjoy making people happy, it's an adrenaline, you'll always come back to it. People can actually watch us from over the counter. They actually enjoy that. They see us cutting their fish. It's not something that came out of a counter that could have been touched 20 times. You could be the nicest guy in the world. They take a fish home and it's not good, they're not coming back. So you can't mess up. Some of the issues I faced in the past by not having working capital is not being able to have any inventory to sell to my customers. So you gotta make sure you got your product. Whether it be fresh, frozen, dried goods, you wanna make sure you have that product. I found Capify through a business associate. He was doing some work for me here, and I was explaining to him that I was having issues getting capital, and then he had mentioned to me about Capify, that he knew a few other people that have gone through it. And I said, okay, I'll give it a shot. What have I got to lose, right? Within an hour, I got a phone call from somebody at Capify, and they take you step by step through the process of what you're looking for, what you need, how much you can get, and what your payback period will be, or whatever else, you know, that you need. Very easy to work with. A lot easier than the bank. I will tell you that, a lot easier than the bank. Once I got my advance, the immediate thing that I was doing was looking for a vacuum pack machine, because it was very beneficial to my customers to have. They feel that they have a bit of an edge on maybe their friends or family, that they can come to a little fish market. They do custom things for them, and they feel better about it. And it's a nice gesture, I think, on our part to do that, because it makes it easier for them to, you know, instead of having to go home and vacuum pack your fish with a vacuum pack machine that you bought at a store. It's not the same kind of capacity. Ours is an industrial grade, so you know it's going to be done right. I've seen growth of 15% from last year till now, and it's thanks to their capital funding in order for me to buy my inventory to get those sales. And so I'm looking forward to my next 15% growth with Capify, and just to go from there and keep growing and growing and growing. The overall experience with Capify has been great. I'd refer them to anybody. I don't know of any 14-year-old males that think they're gonna have a fish market when they're in their 40s. But it was something that I experienced and I loved, and I'll end up retiring with it. I'm here so far, so I got a few more years left.
Capify, where business funding is made simple.